Mom as well. Like when you're working or you're going to the grocery, this minute you're wiping someone's butt.
Commitment to make more YouTube videos. Hey, if you don't know me, I'm Carrie. I'm an online fitness coach. I work with busy moms to help them lose weight, tone up without having to make separate dinners for their families. And most of my ladies only work out 2 to 3 times per week for 20 to 30 minutes. So, sustainable results without spending a bunch of time away from your kids or adding more stress to your life. And I have 2 little girls myself, so that's who I am. If you've watched any of my videos before, which you probably haven't because I only have 5 or 6 views, my hair color is different. I actually dyed it at home. Keeping up with blonde, I haven't had like a different hair color in like 10 years, but keeping up with blonde was just getting really expensive. It was also just like came to a point where I was like, I don't even really like it every time I get it done. So yeah, this is what I'm working with, and I'm actually, this color is kind of growing on me. I'll probably go like darker brown next time I dye it, but yeah, anyways, that's what's up. So I just posted our vacation vlog, but I have a lot to catch up on. So I worked with a coach back towards the end of the year of 2024. I got down to like 181-ish, but she started reversing me, adding in more calories, and I just really struggled with doing a slow reverse. Also, my mindset was just like in a weird place, so the scale jumped up to probably like, it was sitting around like 187, 188. Totally cool, because I had been averaging around like 195, so I finally broke that plateau. I will say losing weight after the second kid has definitely felt harder. There's more stress, more responsibilities, all that stuff. So anyways, I am 35, but I don't really think like age has as much to do with it as like stress does, personally. Anyways, I just hired a new coach. It's been almost a month, and the scale this morning was 182, and I just got back from vacation. So that's a big win. Usually when I go on vacation, even though I preach like, all the mindset stuff, it doesn't have to be all in, all out, all that. I usually struggle on vacation to just like keep things somewhat normal. I'll just find myself like overeating, over snacking. I'm out of my routine. I'm not getting as good of sleep. I feel hungrier, all that stuff. But I kept it in, not in control, but I didn't overdo it while I was on vacation, which it feels so freaking good. It's not like I was restrictive. I had like some candy. We didn't eat out a lot because we just wanted to like make our own food. But I did eat out a couple times. I had a junior bacon cheeseburger. I had some fries. I wasn't restrictive, but I just did not go crazy. I kept balance in there. I prioritized protein as much as possible. I tried to get some fruits and veggies in when I could. So that's what I kind of want to talk about today. So kind of like tips on, traveling, tips for weight loss as a busy mom. I did just drop off my kids. So my oldest she just had spring break. We come back and there was tons of flooding in Kentucky where I live, and in Louisville, our district is like Jefferson County. They actually closed schools down, which we don't have any flooding where I live, but I guess because downtown is so impacted, I'm guessing that's why they closed down school and did an NTI, which is like basically at home school work, which sucks for all the working parents. Luckily, I have my own business, so I have more flexibility. But I just dropped both my kids off. My mother-in-law offered to keep both of them for 3 hours, so I'm gonna go work. But just having a little chit chat in the car before I get home. What I did to kind of not blow my goals out while traveling. So prioritize steps. I did still do my cardio just because I had that option, but my coach did say, like, if you don't get your cardio in, it's cool. If you don't work out, it's cool. I chose to work out. I modified some things. Planet Fitness it felt like forever driving there in the morning, but I was waking up at 4 a.m. because technically we were an hour behind us. So usually it would be 5 at where I live, when I usually wake up to go to the gym anyway. So I was already up early. I signed up for Planet Fitness. It was like maybe $24, and I was able to cancel like right afterwards. But I got to go there 2 days, which if you've ever traveled and paid for like a day pass at a gym, it's usually like $20 anyway. So I got 2 workouts in. We had a gym at the condo we were staying at, but it was very small and it didn't open until 8, which I did get 1 workout in the afternoon. I just like modified my upper body workout. Anyways, if you're traveling, Planet Fitness is a great option. Usually there is one. It was like 25 minutes away from where I was. So I did that. But steps, water. I brought tons of like snacks. So in the cooler, I packed like protein powder, protein bars, rice cakes. I brought a few like protein oatmeals. And then the first night, the hotel we stayed in served dinner and it had breakfast. So what I did at breakfast, usually the issue is fat is so high in everything when you're traveling and you're not cooking your own food. So what I did at the first hotel is I got an apple. I made my own waffle. They had sugar-free syrup and they had boiled eggs. So I took nothing's wrong with the fat in eggs. It's just if you don't watch your fat intake, the calories can add up so fast when you're traveling and you're not making your own food, because there's like added oils. They don't usually serve lean meats, things like that. So the balance is usually off. So I'm not saying anything's wrong with fat, but it does add up quickly. Like if I would have had the scrambled eggs and the sausage to try to get the protein amount I needed, my calories would have been like 300 just for meat. So just an example, not saying fat's bad. So I took the eggs and I had like 3 or 4 of them, and I scraped the egg whites off of it, the boiled eggs. So a really balanced meal, first meal. And then when we ate out at Burger King, we kind of split like a deal. So I had like a small fry, a part of a chicken sandwich, and a really small burger. So, which was a lot of calories, but I just had smaller portions. Then we were able to eat lunch or eat dinner, have some of those snacks I brought. We made our own dinner when we got to the condo. So something to think about is like, how can I get a good amount of protein without a ton of fat for breakfast? Like having a really balanced breakfast helps set the tone for the day. Having plenty of snacks, having smaller portions when I ate out. I also kept like Diet Cokes and gum, kind of, holding me over in between meals, and drinking plenty of water. So I just finished up some work, and I told my mother-in-law that I picked the kids up at 1. So what I'm going to do is it's 12:20, so I'm going to try to run to the grocery store real quick, because there is like a few things that I need for the rest of the week for meals. My coach did lower my calories by like 100 calories per day. So I'm excited to see more progress. Today I am eating for lunch. I have salmon, sweet potatoes, broccoli, and then I used a little bit of hot honey and a little bit of creamy sriracha, and it is chef's kiss. So I'm gonna run to the grocery. I may show you guys some of the stuff that I get, and I'm also gonna show you guys my before and after so far of my progress. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, just picked up my kids. They got along today at their grandma's, which is so nice. And I went to the grocery store, so I'll show you guys what I got when I get home.
Oh, being a mom is wild. Like, one minute you're working or you're going to the grocery, and next minute you're wiping someone's butt. So just is what it is. All right, let's do a grocery haul. I got blueberries. The jumbos are the best. Blackberries, strawberries, some tuna packets in case I get in a pinch. Like to have protein sources that are easy just in case. Rice cakes. I do have like other groceries here. This was just more so things I didn't have from being on vacation. Like mostly fresh stuff. I needed more chicken because I have enough chicken for our family dinners, but not enough for mine. And then I got more tuna packets. These, I've been craving like making like a stir fry or something, and I bought like these packets that had the sauce, the seasonings, and like the noodles with it, but it's so expensive, so I'm gonna try to make my own thing. These are lo mein, and then I bought like these like stir fry packs, so I'm gonna see if my husband wants to do one of these Friday night for dinner. I think I'm just gonna make the decision. We're gonna have like a chicken salad tomorrow, so I got spinach and salad mix. Then I got some of these just crack an egg just because my carbs, they get lower, so I figured I could have some of these to just like spice up my eggs on those days that I'm not eating like a lot of carbs. And then I got these egg noodles to try to make more stir fry stuff. I think I'm on a stir fry kick. More crack an egg things, avocado, mangoes, and that's about it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plan out my meals for the rest of the week, go ahead and enter them, and prep any ingredients that I need. Mainly when I prep, I'll prep like ingredients, so chicken, sweet potatoes, veggies, things like that, so I can throw together as a meal, and then I can just adjust the serving sizes to hit my targets. Okay, kids are a lot, housework is a lot, life is a lot. Anyways, I just got done doing dishes, cutting and cleaning fruit, and then getting my kids situated, and also trying to straighten up this house. It's a mess. So we just got back from vacation, but my knee is hurting me so bad. It's just super tight. I think from driving all those hours, we drove about 10 hours there and back. So sitting in that car, it's just like I keep this knee bent, and I think my hip got super tight. And then today I was trying to do hack squats, and I hate the machine we have at our gym. And I felt my knee like tightening up. So in between sets, I was like stretching and doing some mobility work, but nothing seemed to help. And now it's just super, I'm not injured, but it's super tight and it's just uncomfortable. And I know that it's starting in my hip. So I'm gonna use this little gun, which I only get out when I'm in a lot of pain. I'll probably go downstairs and foam roll and stuff also. Did I say my kid has NTI? And if you don't know what that is, that's non-traditional instruction. So basically we have to do homework at home. So she's doing that. The other one's watching Nightmare Before Christmas. And I've just been doing a little housework, and I'm gonna use this thing. So hard to find the right spots. I might have to just use my lacrosse ball. Let's see. And with this kind of thing, it's more for the fascia, so you don't want to like, I used to think that you need to like push really hard with it, but you actually don't want to push down deep. Let's see if I can get this spot. Oh,
Got you on camera. Okay, I've pretty much been in my car this whole video, but if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and also I weighed in at a new low today, so that's exciting. My coach did drop my calories, about 100 calories per day, and I already implemented that yesterday, and when I first stepped on the scale, it said 179 and a half, but I stepped back on because I was like, hold on, is this right? And then it said 180, so anyways, we're sitting around that, and that is super exciting because I have not been in the 170s since before I got pregnant with my second. So we are doing it, we are killing it, and I hope you guys have a great day. Look out for my next check-in. I'm going to update you guys about how the week is going, and let you all see my next check-in soon. So like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss the video, and come along for my journey.